So I just wanted to talk about something that I learned in the Massaro University recently. I don't want to spoiler the whole thing or say who did the course or whatever, but it's a pretty cool course that you can rewatch if you join Massaro University. I think it's $27 a month, and there are couple of courses each week, and you can also watch the recording. So one thing that I really was excited about was the idea that there are no problems. So we learned that, like, objectively speaking, there are no problems, and then when we perceive a problem, then that means that the ego mind is basically doing its thing. So it's kind of like basically giving you work in a way where it's like, okay, we have a problem, we have to be tense about it, a lot of bad things can happen, and I will also come up with at least one or a couple of solutions. So that's kind of what the ego mind is saying, and then the body mind reacts, or the body reacts, or the body mind reacts with stress, tension, and stuff. And so what the angle that we learned, and there are different ways to look at any situation, of course, but the angle that we learned I found very helpful, where it's like, if there is a problem, right, where we feel like, oh my God, there's a problem, there's something going wrong, there's something off, then we don't start by solving the problem, but we start by relaxing the thought that there's a problem. We relax the whole idea of there's a problem, and then the reaction to there's a problem. That doesn't mean that we don't then take action if something is wrong, like objectively speaking, but not from the thinking mind, not from the ego mind, more from like a feeling of like, this is the next best thing to do do something that is helpful or whatever. But or the example that came up a lot in the course was lack of money. Like, if there's lack of money, that in itself isn't a problem. It's not for us to then just go like this all the time. It's more for us to like then get a job or whatever we do to get money, right? I mean, whatever is like legal and in alignment to get money, we can then do, but not with this mindset of, oh my God, I have a problem and I have to solve the problem. Because the ego mind always projects, okay, there's the problem A, and then we go to B, which is my solution, and then we can relax. But the reality is we usually can't relax, because then the ego mind finds new problems. And I don't know, I found this very, very helpful, this idea that there are no problems, and I just wanted to share it on the YouTube channel. And it's a lot of work to always remember this and relax around it. But then I can see when I do relax around it, it kind of aligns with an idea that I came up a couple of months ago or years ago, which is that we make everything far worse by reacting to it, right? So I don't know, something is whatever. Let's say the girlfriend loses 20 euro or 100 euro, which is of course bad. But then if we stress about it and we kind of think, oh my God, now I can't buy this, and then we fight with the girlfriend, and then we maybe break up, whatever, like something bad happened, but it's far worse than the €100 lost, right? So then, but then if my thinking mind goes, my ego mind goes, there's a problem, we need to realize, always think of the problem and then project the solution, and until this solution is finished, we can't relax, this whole dynamic. If we're relaxed, then I already feel where I'm not then overreacting and making it worse. And I feel like it's almost like a change of manifestation or change of timeline, where I feel like now I'm not even in that bad of a situation, and actually might even be in a just relaxed situation. Like I might even be in the situation that I projected onto the future. Once the solution for the problem is there, right? Then I project, okay, I'm gonna relax then. But because I'm relaxing now, I already have this without even the whole journey from problem to solution. And of course, what then comes up is usually the thought, okay, then I don't have to do anything. I can just meditate and not do anything because there are no problems. And that is not really the case. Like, I would still go to work or whatever, but I would still eat or whatever, and relationship stuff, but it's just from a more relaxed, positive baseline frequency, and thereby already what happens is way more in tune. And we got shown this chart of positive emotions, which is more like our true self, and then the chart of ego thoughts and ego emotions and ego physical sensations, and it's just horrible. And then you can kind of go into the ego thoughts and emotions, and then remember the good feeling thoughts and emotions, and it's like, or good feeling emotions, and then it's like, okay, why is there this difference? And then relax back into the good feeling and not fuel the negativity more by panicking or whatever. And yeah, I just wanted to share this. And if you really want to learn this in depth, I recommend you go to masarouniversity.com.